hog and carry. And will continue for the next 5 overs.
On the plate. Thank you.
And Aces have got some work to do.
The Aces definitely have got some work to do. They've bowled really well, the Boost defenders. Up front by beating their West Indian import, as well as Abbott. We know that Abbott has left South Africa and he's gone to play in greener pastures in England, county cricket.
Absolutely, in Hampshire.
Well, it's not a bad move. He did participate in 2 World Cups for South Africa as well, so he's had a good run with South Africa.
Yep, come on.
Looks as though he wants to employ the short pitch bowling.
Yes, I suppose it was a great loss for South African cricket that Cal decided to move overseas, but he is a quality campaigner in all formats of the game.
Well, you know, you never want to lose your international stars over to England, and there's been a number of them now. We were playing with Jonathan Trott before he played for England out Warwickshire. That was a huge loss for South Africa. But he also fell in love out Warwickshire as well, finding his
Who
wife.
wouldn't, Brad? Who wouldn't?
That's a great shot from Solly.
Right, yards, G.
Go over the covers. Solly.
Who's in here? Yards,
looks as though the wickets quickened up as the lights have come taking effect. The night's come out.
They said it would do. It is quite humid, quite moist out there, so I assume that what we would expect, and probably a little bit more swing later on too.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see a range shot later on in the second game that we're having tonight. Do vary.
Right, yards, G.
Go over the covers. First Solly Boost defenders under extreme heat. The wickets quickened up as the lights have come. That's a great shot from Solly. Straight down the ground.
They said it would. Yep, just punched down the ground there. On the front foot, punched down the ground for a beautiful shot, straight drive.
Looks as though he's got shots on the back foot and the front foot. Really impressed with the balance. His grandfather and grandmother were born in Samoa, and I think his dad was born there as well. That's why he has been playing for Samoa. So it's great to see one of the smaller islands of Samoa getting some recognition with a young player playing for the Auckland Aces. Another classic shot. And a valiant attempt there at mid-off wasn't good enough. 2 boundaries in a row, and this is what the Aces need.
Yep, the last 4 balls, 11 runs on the board is exactly what they needed. This is the last over of the power play. Exactly what they've got to do.
As long as you've got wickets in hand and that run rate doesn't blow out too much, there's still a big chance. We haven't seen the rest of the bowling from the Boost defenders. See what depth they've actually got. 2 internationals in Beaton and Abbott have really got them off to a great start in the bowling department. Another great shot. What timing it as well.
Lovely boy. Come on then, close out then. Stop the close, Gary.
O'Donnell. He's played 25 T20s, 375 runs at a strike rate of 124.
But look at that, it can really
so handy pretty with the ball, as we saw earlier on tonight.
It can be very, very nice.
He's had a 93 not out.
It's so good to see him up on his knees. It's just that
finishes the over. 13 off the over. 142 for 1.
एहसन आप
वाह, घर का कोना कोना चमचमा रहा है और कमोड भी चमक रहा है।
नीला हार्पिक है ना,
लेकिन बाथरूम में वो चमक नहीं।
पर मैं तो हमेशा डिटर्जेंट से साफ करती हूँ।
बाथरूम के लिए काफी नहीं है, क्योंकि बाथरूम में होते हैं सख्त दाग जैसे काई, जमा हुआ साबुन और खारे पानी के पीले दाग। ले आइए हार्पिक बाथरूम क्लीनर जो डिटर्जेंट के मुकाबले दे 2 गुना बेहतर सफाई। इससे पानी में घोलकर फर्श चमकाएं और जिद्दी दागों पे सीधा लगाकर पाएं चमकता हुआ साफ बाथरूम।
वाओ, नीला कमोड और लाल बाथरूम के लिए।
Afternoon, 205 for 5. Ingram was the stand. Newport got them off to a great start in the power play, and it was Norhill Huck at the end who helped Ingram get them over that 200 figure. It looked as though the Aces were going to pull it back, but they didn't. And the Auckland Aces slightly behind the 8 ball here, 42 for 1 in their run chase, but they still got wickets in hand. They're not in the worst of positions out this stage.
And they're kind of keeping the run rate under control to chase around 10 and over. But with wickets in hand, that's going to be the key, not to lose too many wickets in the next few overs.
Well, Mendes comes into the attack, the Sri Lankan leg break bowler. He's a bit of a mystery bowler. That's his T20 career. That's not a bad career. Economy of 7.14. I'm very happy with that. If you've got an economy of 7.5 or under, you've done your job for your team.
Come on then, Chief. Your tricks here, Chief.
It is very hard in this type of format to keep that economy at a high standard.
Lovely start, boy.
Straight away, he's on a very good length. And we do see spinners or teams with leg spinners generally very successful around the T20 tournaments around the world.
A whiteboard delivery there. Yeah, as soon as T20 in T20 cricket spinners come on, they seem to do a job. And a leg spinner can be expensive in this format of the game, but also has the habit of picking up those wickets.
Well, he's gone for the reverse sweep, O'Donnell.
Straight up for 2.
Playing with the bowler. Mendes already on a good line and length. He's attacking that leg stump, and O'Donnell, knowing that backward point and surefire leg are up, he's decided to try and take them on over the infield.
Yeah, I think it's a good attack from O'Donnell. It's only the 3rd ball in from the bowler, but he's making his intentions clear.
Well, I don't mind that shot, hitting with a spin. Now he's used his feet. It was the wrong one.
Ball, Chief.
I don't mind the intent there with the batsman. He's played the sweep shot. He's thought that he's bamboozled Mendes. Mendes has gone for the wrong one. It wasn't picked by the batsman.
But they're looking to be attacking. They're coming down. They're happy to come down the wicket at this early stage.
Heavy skills, Chief.
Well, if you're going to play spin and you're going to play it well, you've got to be able to sweep and you've got to be able to use your feet as well. Try and get the bowler off his good line of length.
Catch!
Oh, it's a long up. It's a wrong one. And Solia, who has not put that ball away, is just given the bowler Mendes an absolute dolly to take back.
Solia would not be happy with that dismissal. Played way too early.
He's just looking so good. He took 13 off the last over. Just looked like he was getting that momentum in this innings. He's paid the price. Not latching onto that half volley. Looking to go straight. I mean, that's half tracker. He'll be very disappointed with that, Solia. There's a good little innings of 29, 48 for 2.
एहसन आप
वाह, घर का कोना कोना चमचमा रहा है और कमोड भी चमक रहा है।
नीला हार्पिक है ना,
लेकिन बाथरूम में वो चमक नहीं।
पर मैं तो हमेशा डिटर्जेंट से साफ करती हूँ।
बाथरूम के लिए काफी नहीं है, क्योंकि बाथरूम में होते हैं सख्त दाग जैसे काई, जमा हुआ साबुन और खारे पानी के पीले दाग। ले आइए हार्पिक बाथरूम क्लीनर जो डिटर्जेंट के मुकाबले दे 2 गुना बेहतर सफाई। इससे पानी में घोलकर फर्श चमकाएं और जिद्दी दागों पे सीधा लगाकर पाएं चमकता हुआ साफ बाथरूम।
वाओ, नीला कमोड और लाल बाथरूम के लिए।
Kachopper, he's got to stand up. 80 matches in his T20 career. Strike rate of 129. I need something special from him tonight.
I've always been cooking.
Yes, they will. And there's born and bred in South Africa as well.
Thank you. Come on, the boys.
Oh, well.
Thank you. Keep hunting poles there.
Well, Mendes, he'll be all smiles there. It's the type of delivery that he wouldn't want to execute, but sometimes the bad ball does get the wickets for the spinners.
Yes!
Yeah, Mendes back on the ball, but he had all the time in the world to play any shot to that delivery.
Well, they say with most cricketers, if they've got time to think, it's trouble, and it was trouble for Solia.
Yes, Steve, yes.
Well, that's an end of an eventful over. Well bowled by Mendes, gets the breakthrough, 49 for 2.
वाह मैडम, इतने कम खर्च में इतना सब।
पैसे बचाना तो जरूरी है।
हर जगह आप बचाती हैं और यहाँ भी बचा सकती हैं।
कैसे?
हार्पिक छोटू तेजाब पतला है इसलिए बह जाए, जबकि हार्पिक का गाढ़ा फॉर्मूला दे एक चक्कर में चमकदार टॉयलेट। तभी महीने में हार्पिक छोटू की 1 जबकि तेजाब की 2 बोतलें हैं। हार्पिक छोटू, आधी कीमत
महीने भर सफाई।
It's they're relatively slowish power play, beginning to get some momentum, and then all of a sudden you lose a wicket.
Well, your boys tomorrow, they'll be playing the Titans. They'll be back at the hotel. Will they be watching this game, just analysing it, or will that be just left to the coach, Mark Boucher?
Absolutely, they'll all be glued to this TV. They're in the same pool as these teams.
Well, Yaman coming into the attack. His first delivery looks quite sharp. Someone just nipping back into the batsman, Kachopa. So they call you auntie in the team. You do a lot for the team. You've been with the Titans for 13 years.
Yeah, I love, privileged to be in that position. Worked alongside many great players that's come through the ranks there, and yeah, really enjoyed the time there.
And now you've got to put up with the coach of Mark Boucher. Apparently he's doing a very good job there.
Well, somebody's got to put up with him. But no, I really enjoy him. It's been great for us.
He's one of the smart campaigners of world cricket. It's great to see him out the helm of those coaching roles, and that's a great shot. Poor bit of fielding on the boundary there, but O'Donnell.
Yeah, that's something that the defenders don't need. They've got to keep up the standards. Easy runs to give away there. Again, look how early they played that, Brad. It wasn't really that short, but he played well in front of square, but a poor effort there on the boundary.
Well, I thought that the wicket was quickening up with the moisture in the air, but it looks as though it was a little slower than expected. And again, we're seeing those pull shots being played in front of square, in front of mid-wicket. And that's caused the change. Short mid-wicket's gone out at deep mid-wicket, and mid-off has come up, which I don't think is too bad for Yaman. He looks as though he wants to get on a good length, just shorter of a good length. So you've got to have the protection out deep on the leg side.
Wait, jump.
And again, it's short.
Brilliant, boys. Excellent, bud.
Geez, it's interesting when you see these tournaments. We saw the Aces, some of their quick bowlers, when they wanted to bowl death and they wanted to go for the Yorkers, they just struggled a bit. The pressure got to them. And that's a good thing about these small tournaments. It teaches you to take those deep breaths, just picture what you want to bowl and go in and execute it. So hopefully this young man, Yaman, gets put under a little bit of pressure somewhere along this spell. And again, it's short. And that's well pulled by O'Donnell. Not much of a gap out there in the deep, but he's timed that a little better than the one before. And Yaman, he's going to have to change his game plan here because O'Donnell likes a shorter ball.
Absolutely, he's gone bowl short on this slowish pitch, which again, plenty of time to play the pull shot there through the vacant area. But it's great, Brad, you mentioned earlier somebody playing against Colin Ingram. These young bowlers that are coming in to try in their T20 cricket, how their skills, upgrade their skills against, these quality players.
Well, it is. There's a lot of cricket being played around the world, and a lot of international players playing in these T20 tournaments. And just wide. That was a better length, but just too wide. And O'Donnell likes the cut shot. And another boundary in this over. 13 off it so far, Karen.
Yeah, it's become an expensive over, but it's just what the Auckland Aces need. This time, short and wide outside the off stump.
Well, they're all cricketing shots. He hasn't tried to be too expansive. He's playing the ball on the merits. And I think that's some of the shots that we saw with the Boost defenders. If you're going to have a look at or analyse their innings, the middle order just try to play too many shots, too many expansive shots. They didn't pick the right ball for the right shot. Oh, he's got to bowl that one again. Going for the slower delivery, going for the change-up, looking for something different. They have brought the third man up and pushed deep mid-off, back out in the deep. That's why he's probably gone for the slow ball. So I'm really looking forward to the Titans tomorrow.
So am I, Brad.
It's a very handy lineup that you've brought over as well.
Yep. One. Lovely. Oh, who's on?
It just flicked off the hips there. It's the end of the over, the end of the 8th over. It's 64 for 2.
Donkey Raja, Donkey Raja.
Keep that run rate going, and the Aces, they were well behind the 8 ball after that 4th over. Now they're just slightly picking it up, and O'Donnell, it was a great over that last over, but he can't do what Solier did and lose his wicket now. He's got to continue this momentum.
Yeah, the red line's on the right way up there. Just got to continue with that momentum.
It's going to be a tough ask. It's quality bowling of Mendes. And that's a round arm delivery. Trying something different.
Sorry, Bob.
I just don't understand why he would be trying something so different. First ball of his new over. He beat O'Donnell with a wrong in the over before.
Not to your arm, Rami.
Trying all sorts in his armoury. That were a little bit short, able to play it through the leg side for 2.
It's okay.
Yeah, I just don't understand that, why you try and do something that is just not a subtle variation. It's completely different. You only do that when you need something new and you're something different, just to try and balk the batsman. But he was bowling so well up until now.
Come on.
Another googly from Mendes. He does have a quality googly.
Excellent, Chief. Lovely chicks, boy. Lovely chicks.
I think sometimes as a bowler too, you can get a little bit too greedy. You want that wicket.
He's obviously comfortable trying what he's doing. Obviously giving the batsman also a lot to think about.
Yeah. What? Left me. Back me, no.
But he's doing his job.
Oh, well, he is doing his job, yeah. But the batsmen don't seem to be comfortable against him as well. It's interesting, but that's the way he does it. I like it. He got away with it.
Right.
And that's sometimes you can listen to too many voices, so just let him do what he's doing.
Go. Rami, yours. Right. Excellent, G. Brilliant, lads. Oh.
I think he did go for the round arm too, because O'Donnell played the reverse sweep the over before and then try and use his feet as well. Even though he didn't score off using his feet off the bat, he got beaten with the wrong one.
Yep.
It still put a little bit of pressure back on the bowler, Mendes, so you do have to use your feet as a batsman against quality spin. Going for the round arm again. Coming a little slower. Difficult for the batsman to play there. So he's gone for the 2 round arms. They've paid off in that particular over. And the Auckland...
Donkey Raja, Donkey Raja, Donkey.
Tremendous. The round arm. Look how low it gets. And he's bowled that from behind the stumps as well. So it's a lot slower than what the batsman expected. Sometimes that's quite difficult because the batsman's expecting a certain pace, certain delivery, and it has actually bamboozled.
Yeah, and that's what we're seeing really throughout the game. A lot of change up in pace.
Well, Noor Ul Haq.
How far?
He batted well
with
Ingram, getting that final partnership, turning what looked as though it was going to be a 185, 190 score into 205. So he's coming on the bowl with his leg spinners.
Yeah. Nice there, Carl.
It's so good when you've got those options of leg spin, off spin. The importance of spin bowling. T20 cricket.
Yep, come on. Not 2 beats.
Well, the graphics has bamboozled me. I think